Okay, in this lesson, this is another word solving lesson, and this one has to do with syllabication and being able to break a word into different syllables is really important for third graders. One of the factors that determines the difficulty of a text is the number of multisyllabic words within that text. And third grade texts and fourth grade texts, and of course as you get more complex texts, they have many more multisyllabic words than, you know, your second grade or your first grade or your decodable readers. So the ability to be able to recognize that words are made of syllables and to be able to manipulate those and chunk those out is really useful for kids to be able to read and write more fluently. So a couple things that are helpful is as you're working with your kids on syllables, each syllable has one vowel sound. So for example, if you have the word watermelon, each one of those syllables has a vowel sound. What we do in class sometimes to help kids recognize syllables are sometimes we clap them. So again, if we have, I'll just use that one. If we have the word watermelon, we could say watermelon. And it's sometimes if you dot the vowels in a word, that'll help them recognize, well, if there are at least 4 vowels, then there need to be that many. But we could go watermelon. We could hum it if we go with our mouth closed. You can hear those syllables. Also, if the kids put their hand under their chin and they say the word watermelon, for each time their chin goes down, that is a syllable. So those are just some ways to make it tactile so that kids can recognize where those syllables are. At home, what you are going to be doing is going on a little syllable hunt. So you can look at the books that your kids are reading, you can look at newspapers, you can look at kid-appropriate magazines that you have at home, you can look at cookbooks, whatever you have. And what they are going to be doing is they are going to come home with a sheet that looks like this. It says look in books and newspapers, and they're going to do a little syllable sort. So if they find a 1-syllable word, write it here, 2 syllables here, 3 syllables here, 4 syllables here. And again, it's just a really helpful tool for them to be able to, when they're reading, say, okay, let's kind of chunk that up and see if we can figure it out. Or if they're writing and they're struggling to write something, well, how many syllables does it have? That's always a good question to kind of get them started. But it's definitely a really important skill for third graders as they become more advanced readers and writers. And again, just do this at your own pace, and it should be fun.